I told you looks don't matter to me. The most important thing for love is personality. We had a deep connection intellectually. I was pumped for our first date. Got there early, I couldn't wait. But you didn't prepare me for the fact my Tinder date was fat.
Mic check, nope. Stream deck broke. Speakers possessed. Headphones a joke. Wrong plug, wrong source. Sounds a corpse. Welcome to the dirt fingers. Audio remorse. Yeah, it's DP debunks. Cables in a knot. Yeah. Thought I fixed the harm, but I definitely did not. Whoa. Chat's blowing up, saying DP you're muted. Whole intro gone, brain cells uprooted. Mike steps in, beer in hand. What could go wrong? Camera's fine, but the mic's off all along. Echo chamber vibes. Sounds like a cave. Streaming tech is soothes like a conspiracy rave. Mic check, nope. Stream deck broke. Speakers possessed. Headphones a joke. Wrong plug, wrong source. Sounds a corpse. Welcome to the dirt fingers. Audio remorse. Dan's got war stories. Cables like tripwires. PTSD when the mixer backfires. Feedback screeching like a banshee yell. Chat's laughing. Dan's raising hell. Curious rolling in with that posh mic stand, but the soundboard's haunted by a polter band. Wrong source set. What's the desktop playing? Whole chat singing. We can't hear what you're saying. Mic check. Nope. Stream deck broke. Speakers possessed. Headphones a joke. Wrong plug. Wrong source. Sounds a corpse. Welcome to the dirt fingers. Audio remorse. Tune with the charts, stats in line, but the headphones died right on time. Speakers blasting like an evil spawn, summoning Cthulhu when a video's left on. Haunted cables, ghostly static, streams derailed, pure cinematic. From the sound gods, no reprieve. Even Satan said, I'ma make you leave. Mic check, nope. Stream deck broke. Speakers possessed. Headphones a joke. Wrong plug, wrong source. Sounds a corpse. Welcome to the dirt fingers. Audio remorse.
I'm dying. Holy crap. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Debunkatorium. yet again for the Critical Stream-a-thon. It is day 2. Everyone's exhausted. Poor Max has put in the hard yards. 3 shifts Max has pulled to cover some of the overnighters. He's jumped on this afternoon. He helped out way earlier this morning when everything went pear-shaped. It wasn't even this morning. It was last night, my time, when everything just died. Collected everybody up, took them back to Yerba Mate Talks, everybody's favorite hangout spot in between all the other streams. It's fantastic. We love Max. Drop a subscription to Yerba Mate Talks if you haven't already. And if you have, consider joining and taking out a membership over there, because we all hang out. We love what they do. There's Max, Issa, Dr. J, all their guests. It's fantastic. And to Max, I want to say sincerely, thank you very much for all your help and support this weekend and holding down the fort when everyone else wasn't available. It was a big ask, and I really do appreciate it. I owe you one, and I'm sure Critical Think would echo those sentiments in thanking you for your efforts. And what an effort it has been this weekend. Holy moly. We started this little journey on Friday evening, my time, just before midnight. By the time I'd knocked off that shift, we'd raised almost $1,000, and my hopes were high that we would get about $2,000 for Critical Think. I thought that would be a brilliant result and really help him out and make a dent in his GoFundMe campaign. And then everything just went nuts, absolutely crazy. And as a community with some small creators like myself, I'm Fornicated, Drunk to Bunk Show, Curious UK, Debunks, and then your sort of more intermediate to larger creators like Huge Ass, and then the big boys, of course, MC Toon and FTFE, and even Dave McKeegan earlier today jumping on and donating some time. $13,000 Australian has been raised during the Critical Stream-a-thon up to this point. That deserves a huge round of applause. Pat yourselves on the back. Everyone who's donated, everybody who's been here or in any of the streams, showing you support and supporting the creators and Critical Think. Like, honestly, I cannot thank you enough for all of that. Times are tough. The fact that so many people have been willing to put their hand in their pocket and help out essentially a complete stranger gives me some faith back in humanity and the human race, which is easily chipped away at in the debunking space when you're dealing with flatties and when you're dealing with the likes of Dearth and Nathan Oakley and your Witsits and your Ratzoids. Yeah, just the outpouring of love and support for CT and the initiative here has been fantastic. So I just want to take a moment and say thank you. If you're sick of hearing me say it, maybe don't rock up tonight, because you'll hear a lot more of it when I come back online to wrap things up. The push to the finish. I've still got to design the thumbnail for that. But we mean business here. We are steamrolling towards the end of Critical Stream-a-thon 2025. That's why I'm wearing a camo hat. I'm doing my King Nico. I've got it on backwards, and it's all systems go. Let's get over to the chat. First, we need to say hi to some old friends, of course. He doesn't want to. He's shy.
Good morning, good evening.
God damn it, CC. Just do what I tell you to do.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
There we go. He's behaving himself, sort of. You are more than welcome, CT. CT's here in the chat, everybody. Say hi. Show him some love. Not that kind of love. Don't be gross. I've got a coffee. It's it's 20 to 6 in the evening, and I've got a coffee. Who's hanging out here in the chat? Hey? Hey? Yeah, bunch of maniacs. We have a Gordon's Reba. Whoop whoop. Monkey Cat Pat Pat. Kiwi Bush. However you want me to say it, let me know. Lindsay Bow. CT, of course. Man of the weekend. Lindsay Bow. Illusion. Again, you've been here all weekend. You're a crazy person. So is Monkey Cat Pat Pat. Proby. I can't remember not seeing you in one of these streams this weekend. Still City J Dub, same deal. 85, fantastic. Sharky, hey Sharky, been a while. Jay Gill, any other names I haven't called out? Daryl M, greetings. Yeah, but Mate Talks, of course. Max, fantastic stuff. And I think we've caught everyone who said hi in the chat. Much like every other freaking stream, we've got no plan for what we're going to do over the next couple of hours, and I'm fine with that. We'll figure it out as we go along. I was pondering editing a video. The song I played earlier is all about audio issues, so it just sort of name drops me, Mike, Dan, MC Toon, Curious UK, everyone who had audio issues this weekend, and just, you know, a bit of fun. So I wanted to make a video for that, but I haven't got all the footage and everything assembled that I need to do that. So I'll just give you an update on what's been going on here in the Debunkatorium over the course of this weekend. So on Friday evening, when I wrapped up, I sat up a bit later than I should have. Excuse me. I only got a couple hours sleep, and then was hanging out in streams all day. Kept saying I was going to bed. Didn't, because I was having too much fun with you lot and all the other creators. I'm all right with that. It's fine. Last night after I wrapped up, ended up sitting in Dave McKeegan's stream for quite a while when he took over. I think I pretty much sat through the whole thing, his whole 2-hour stint, actually. That might have been a mistake, but I had a decent sleep. I think I got about 6 hours, but it was very broken because I had a lot on the brain. I knew I needed to get up in time for FTFE kicking off, to make sure that all the community posts and everything else were ready to go for that. I do need to apologize to the biggest YouTuber in the universe, Huge Ass. Both of his streams, somehow, I managed to botch the post encouraging people to go and check it out, and they just didn't appear. So one of them I accidentally scheduled for the wrong day, and by the time I got out of bed and realized that mistake on Saturday morning, his stream was already done and dusted. So that was a pain in the ass. And then this morning, I didn't get up early enough because I was dead to the world. It was one of the rare, like, couple of hour periods where I was fast asleep. So I do apologize to you, but we've got community posts going up about half an hour before the end of this stream for Hugh, and I'll be hanging around in his chat and seeing what he's got to say for himself. And I'm really looking forward to that because he's a good dude, and he was one of the first to put their hands up to help out CT with this event. So Huge Ass, thank you for your efforts this weekend. I appreciate you giving up the time and making the effort. It's awesome. And to all the creators who've taken part, I'm going to keep saying it. The response has just absolutely blown my mind. And yeah, I imagine a pretty similar experience for Critical Think. It's crazy. This fundraiser was hovering around 44-45% or something like that towards the goal when we started this particular journey. It's now up to 65%, like in 48 hours. That is crazy. Still a long way to go. What I would love to see, and I know it's a big ask of everyone, but if between, like, let's say now and the end of the Stream-a-thon, midnight tonight my time, it's about 6 hours away, or just over 6 hours. If we could get that up to 40 grand, if we can get to that mark, that'd be like $14,000 raised, and that would be just crazily incredible. And given that a whole bunch of people are in bed now, and won't be up again until we're finished, it might be too tall of an order, but 14 grand would be incredible. 15 grand would have to be some sort of record. If we get to 15, like, I'd crap my pants. I will crap my pants live on stream for your entertainment. If we hit 15 grand, I won't actually crap my pants. That is not a true statement. Made a liar of myself there. Nobody wants to see that anyway. Maybe you do. And if you do, you're a weird dude, a weird person. And, you know, you should probably talk to someone about those issues. The help is available. It is. I can't give it to you, but it's out there. That's all I'm saying. What everybody talking about? Plans are overrated. I agree, Daryl. The no plan. Yes, it's working for me so far. Real name is Harold. Awesome. Dutch bastardization. Always a fan of Dutch bastardization. Ain't nobody got time for playing. I definitely haven't had time this weekend. Proby says, I actually heard Huge Arsehole stream while I was driving around that day, so sorry he lost one of his gorgeous corgis. Oh, that sucks. I didn't know that. That blows. Tory Hanzo's here. You can't spell Debunkatorium without Tory. That's going to be a t-shirt at some point. Are we robbing Jim again? I think Jim is regretting his life choices at the moment. And is possibly hiding from his significant other, if he has one. A round of applause for Jim Daniels. That man has definitely gone above and beyond this weekend. Many have. Many have. Jack Feder for another one. But yeah, Jim Daniels is a psychopath. And yeah, he's been amazing. So many people have donated this weekend. Later, I won't do it now, but later on tonight, we'll read out all the names of everyone who has donated. Even Anonymous, the hacker group, they've made a few donations as well, which is very, very cool. Even the tree from CC's video, has made 2 donations. We love that tree. And trust me, I'll be making some content centered around that tree. He's a hero. Hero to us all, as he should be. Huge Ass is here. Greetings, sir. Hugh says, I crap my pants on a regular basis. No judgment here, Hugh. This is a safe space. You do you, buddy. I'm not here to judge. Do what you feel. If it feels good, do it. As long as it's not hurting anybody else, that's the rule. That's like one of our only rules. Don't do anything that inconveniences or negatively impacts other human beings. Rule number 1. Number 2, don't be an asshole. That's it. That's all we ask. And even then, there's exceptions. Mike from the Drunk to Bunk show, Dan, unfornicated. My brothers from other mothers. It's a weird family dynamic. It's very, very strange. Crosses borders and oceans and all sorts of stuff. We're assholes to each other all the time, and that's fine. Just a bit of banter, as the kids say. We don't have a problem with that. It's because I can't reach them. Fuck you. It's a great incentive. CTP crap his pants if we get there. Yeah, exactly. Debatable deed. That's why I always wear the brown pants. See, that's just smart thinking. But if you're wearing brown pants, debatable deed, that sounds suspiciously like planning ahead. And we don't do that here. So we may have to have some words. If we complete the GoFundMe, then you can crap your pants live. Oh my God. If if we manage to raise like $826 in the next 6 hours, like, I don't know what I'd do. I'd faint for one thing. You'd probably see me crack my head open on the desk live. That would be incredible. Says Lindsay Burr. Yes, 3 fire trucks come around every day to hose me down. I said that in a chat earlier when someone was asking about Australian showers. Because CT said on Mike's stream he was going to go take a shower. Was it then or FTFEs? I'm not sure. And I said, like, here in Australia, we generally just get hosed down. We don't have to hang upside down. We just get sprayed. And it works. It works for us. I'm due for my hosing tomorrow, which is good. I'm going to need one early in the morning because I've got to work after all this. It's crazy. Health update. My throat is on fire. If you saw me in the Dirt Venger Street, or what you could see of it, because everything was broken, shock horror, I was popping these Strepsils like they were going out of style. I've also had some like Strepsils sprays. I put some of that on before we started. I'm hanging on to that lozenge for as long as possible until it gets unbearable. But I haven't done this much talking for a long time. A very long time, and I was not prepared. I was not prepared at all. And usually I can talk underwater, so it's fine. But this was a big ask. Yeah, it was one of those ends. I think it was at the end of FTFEs. He mentioned having a shower, and then at the end of Mike's, he mentioned Father's Day and having to go off and do some stuff, which is fine. By the way, to everyone in Australia, of the males of the species, if you do have children, I want to wish you all a very happy Father's Day. I got messages from my kidlets today, which was lovely. And I'll be going up to Queensland to see them soon. So that will be fantastic. But happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Yeah. It doesn't matter. We do what we do. That's how we roll. We don't need a day for it. Every day's Father's Day. Just like every day should be Mother's Day. Fine. Anesthetic lozenges are priceless to me. Yeah, if you're doing the throat lozenge thing that don't have the mild anesthetic in them, you're doing lozenges wrong. Seriously, they're fantastic. So while Max was streaming, I was messing around with audio settings. That's right. So I've identified the source of at least some of the echo on my end that you lot can't hear, but I was. What I think has happened is there's a couple of recent updates for friggin' Windows, and it's changed how it interacts with some of my devices, the USB devices and stuff like that. So I think I'm narrowing down the source of the issues and what I need to do to solve it, changing how I'm monitoring some of the noise through the headphones, and I think we're getting there. But I can't guarantee things won't go completely friggin' pear-shaped. He just says, happy Father's Day to all the fathers, and if you don't know how to drive a manual, your day is Mother's Day. Exactly. And also, if your dad doesn't have a beard, then you've got 2 mums. That's how that works. The song by The Beards, an Adelaide-based band from here in Australia. If you don't know who The Beards are, go check that out. Dad's not got a beard, you've got 2 mums. Truer words were never spoken. We do have a bit of an update around the traps. 2 updates, in fact, that I wanted to share with everybody. And given that it's Sunday, we can do all the dumb stuff again, because usually we'd be doing the Hey Hey It's Sunday stream today. But it's Critical Stream-a-thon. It's all about CT. But we've got to kill some time. So let's just get the dumb stuff out of the way. Unfortunately, you all know where this is going. That means we've got to check in with Ratzoid and his circle jerk of self-jerk and jerk-offs. So let's get that out of the way and check how far the sub count has dropped for Ratzoid and friends.
I'm a disgusting person that everything that I say is a complete lie.
It's time to be awful. We spread lies and say things that are probably unlawful. Come and be gross with Flatzoid and friends. Flatfoot and friends, you crossed the line. Talking filth about Elizabeth like it's just fine. You call her names, you vile clown. Try to tear her apart to drag her down. Rabbit Stone, BJ2. With Flatzoids, crap-tastic, these jerks just spew. Flatter flies, they're sexist too. These horrible folks are Flatzoid and friends. They aren't clever or brave, they're cruel and obscene. They're full of venom, their minds aren't clean. Man of God, no, just full of hate. Circle jerking cowards, Flatzoid and friends. We're all lying liars who lie here, and we are disgusting humans. Report us now.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yes, you do. I pressed the wrong button, but it doesn't count as an audio issue. That was on me. Ignore it. So the sub count. When last we checked in with Ratzoid and his circle jerk and jerkle of jerk-offs, they were at 4.92k subscribers. So that's 4,920 for those of you playing at home. And I'm very happy to report that as of right now, that has dropped once again to 4,910. There it is. I made it too small. Let's just fix that. There we go. Now I press the applause button, which isn't going to work because it never bloody does. And that's fine with all of us. Give it a second. There we go. You just got to be patient. 4.91. Beautiful stuff. So he had a bit of a bump. Must have been feeling good about himself after dipping all the way down to 4.9. And yeah, he took another hit. And I'm absolutely here for it. Let's hope that continues. And that was with more views over that little period. He posted a video, got a bunch of views, and 10 people who went, yeah, that's not for me. Not for me at all. So yeah, that's what we got there. What's he been derping about? It will be all right. Casual chat night. Peace in a world falling apart. I mean, you're part of the problem, Ratzoid. For reals. By the way, as Craig was talking about this morning, and as we've all seen, Ratzoid put out his big announcement for the second time, maybe third time, that he was no longer going to talk about Flat Earth ever on his channel. He was done with it. Off off base, off limits, no more, never again. And one day ago, it was Flat Earth Friday over with the Jerkle and friends. There you go. What is up with this guy? Whoa. 759 views. Yep. Clearly never touching Flat Earth again. Yep. Yep. Rightio. So anyway, that's what's going on with Ratzoid. Hugh Jar says, well done with your sub increase, DP to bucks. Just reward for, or a just reward is what you actually said, for all your hard work on this. Well, there's a story behind that, which I've already told, but I'll tell it again, Hugh, because you might not be privy to this information. It's not entirely organic growth, and I feel a little bit dirty about it, just quietly. So, I'm nosy. Despite appearances this weekend, I'm a bit of a tech head. I like to know how things work. I've kind of made a career of it work-wise, and landed on a pretty good patch. So I was poking around in the YouTube studio, YouTube creator dashboard, and I've seen like YouTube mention the promote setting and blah, blah, blah a bunch of times. And I've spoken to some other creators about it who said that they use it. And I thought, why not? I'll give it a crack, just to see what happens. And I thought, I worked really hard on that dingo fence video. So I'll set up an ad thing for that. It asks you what you want to set it to, if you want views or if you want growth or if you want blah, blah, blah. I selected growth. And then, of course, it's like, hey, we're here, promotions that have this amount. I think it was like $150 are usually more successful. So I was like, fine, let's do that. And that's basically what was left out of my YouTube paycheck, my NASA shield check from last month. So I thought I'll throw it at that and we'll see what happens. Why the hell not? Thinking, if I pick up 50 subs and a couple of hundred views on a video I'm quite proud of, awesome sauce. And then within a few hours, boom, it was like 500 subs, thousands of views. I'm like, that was not the impact I thought it would have. Not what I wanted to see, because it felt dodgy as. And it's just kept going. It only runs until tomorrow, and then that promotion ends, but it's gone apeshit. And that's where that subscriber counts come from. And that's where the views on the dingo fence video, 8,000, most views ever on a video for me. That's where that's come from. But I will let you know that despite the big number on that, it looks impressive. But the watch time on that dingo fence video is trash. It's under a minute on average. And that's like an 18-minute video. So most people are seeing the ad, maybe clicking on it by accident or whatever, having a quick look and going, no. And I can't blame them. It starts with dearth on the screen. So it'd put me off too. Maybe that was a misstep. Regardless, that's where most of that growth has come from. But I will say the success of this weekend, and knowing that it's an inbuilt feature in YouTube that I've leveraged, that they put there for creators, makes me feel less gross about it. Not entirely. I still feel icky and I won't be doing it again. But that's what's happened. Bit different to what happened with Ped, Ocean, and Earth Climate after he fucked over Max and decided he was going to turn Matters Now, or the channel formerly known as Matters Now, into an AI slop fest and ruin the channel. It did lead to Yobo Mate Talks being created, which is glorious because we all love it. We were just hanging out there not too long ago. But anyway, I like to make fun of them because after investing like a stupid amount of money to artificially inflate subscriber counts and view numbers, sound familiar? Yeah, this is why I feel dirty. It all just stopped, and whatever they were trying to do didn't work. So now that once again I've put out the growth scenario on Front Street for everyone, and I'm not hiding anything, let's make fun of them.
No lights, no subs, no traction inside, no views, no bots, you flopped overnight. Earth climate, you totally suck. You really, really suck.
You really do. You really, really do. Anyway, the subscriber count for the first time in a dog's age has dropped, and that makes me quite happy. It's gone from 17.3 to 17.2. 100 subs lost after the latest video was uploaded. So the view counts are still abysmal. The subscriber number went down. Hopefully, we see a lot more of that over the next few weeks. That is the plan. There's their channel. It's still full of crap. The promise and peril of fusion reactors. Harnessing sun on Earth. That's not the latest one. I don't know where it is. And more importantly, nobody cares. It's the same videos we saw last time. So who gives a toss? But the subscriber number went down and that makes me happy. I revel in other people's failures. 85 says it probably hit better for people familiar with the dingo fence. Yeah, it would. And that's fine. And I wasn't disappointed with the numbers. It did about the same as every other video I had did. So fine by me. It was just an experiment with the promotion thing, and it got way out of hand very, very quickly. I suspect it wouldn't have been as like intense had I not set like a really short window. If I'd spread it out over like 2, 3, 4 weeks or something, it would have been a different scenario. But it did just completely explode. And that was not at all intentional. Not one little bit. We're going to check in on... did he turn comments back on? Nope. He did not. There are no comments on the channel. It's in the channel description. He says, this channel is a quiet witness to what matters. Our rivers, our skies, our stories. I'll give you... You can see what I'm looking at. No face, no fame, just voice, visuals and truth. Poetry, memory, mystery. Faceless stories, forgotten places, no comments, no chaos, just reflection for those who still listen when the earth whispers. It's a fancy way of saying it's all bullshit. Lindsay Bow says he did have Toon and FTFE fans coming in as well. May have had an impact. Yeah, but not to the tune of like 1,500 subs because they didn't even have that many viewers. So... yeah, it was definitely the promotion thing that's done it, and I can look in the back end and see that borne out in the numbers. But like, it's done now, and a bunch of them will unsubscribe at some point when they regret their life choices. It'll all come out in the wash. It's fine. But as I said, I just won't be doing it again. It's fine. It's debatable, D. I'm not reading it out, but I watched that episode recently. South Park. Here we are. This is the fundraiser for Critical Think, his GoFundMe campaign that you lot have just nailed to the wall over this weekend. $39,186 in total from yourselves. $13,027 raised for Critical Think over the course of this weekend, which is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, give yourselves a pat on the back. Just don't punch each other in the face. We'll keep it on New York time while we check out the rest of the schedule. We don't have a lot of stuff left, people. We are running out of stuff. Oh me, oh my. So when we wrap up here, which will be at 7:30 my time, in about an hour and a half, I will be handing you over into the loving, tender hands of Huge Ass. And he will cradle you lovingly for a couple of hours and assault your brain with information and facts and whatever else he's got going on. Candy? I don't know. Could be anything. But yeah, he'll be looking after you, and then it'll swing back around to me, provided I get a thumbnail built and he's able to redirect. And I will take you through from 9:30 until I just can't stream anymore. I suspect it's going to be shortly after midnight tonight, my time. You can see there, that's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Or sorry, closer to the... What is that? About 10:30 if you're in New York or on the East Coast of America land. And if you're in the UK, getting on to dinner time in the afternoon. He just says saving the best for second last. Exactly. That's what I did. You're the big finish, and then I'm the annoying commentators like after the footy match who sit there and pretend they know what they're talking about but are actually clueless. No one's paying attention. They just don't want to flick channels because they can't reach the remote. That's my job. That's my role in the critical streamathon. I think I've done it rather well. Old Baron says, I have to stop laughing when I hear huge ass. No, you don't. I'm pretty sure that's why I picked the name. Hugh, you're in the East Coast, yes? So yeah, that will make it 8 to 12 for you if you change the time zone. Sydney time? Is that your thing? You're in New South Wales? Or Vic? Or yeah, sorry, I had it in Adelaide time, my time. But yeah, there you go, 8 till 10 for you. Bang on. We're on the same page, sort of. If you go on the spreadsheet, we'll literally be on the same page. Who have we got in the spreadsheet? The anonymous Aurochs. I haven't seen the anonymous Aurochs before. That's pretty cool. And an anonymous Tiger. That's a bit boring. Brizzy time. In Singapore. Okay. I'll leave it alone. Because the Aurochs is having play. And now it's set to Greece. I love it. Brisbane dude. Okay. Bris, which is exactly the same as Sydney. But now it says Brisbane. You're welcome. Now it says Hobart. Again, here's the schedule if you want to go in and annoy each other endlessly by changing the time or changing the time zone or the UTC offset. Because when you change it, it changes it for everybody else as well. So that link's in the chat. Fill your boots. And again, please don't break it. We'll break it later when we don't need it anymore. Once the last stream starts, we're good to go. But you better believe I'll be checking it. So make sure I kick off at the right time and I'm ready to go for you so we don't get stuck. We were like 15 minutes late to hand over to Max because I was talking to Mike from the Drunk to Bunk show and DC Dano from Unforticated. Well, the UTC offset is the same, Hugh. I wouldn't dare equate Brisbane to Sydney. I lived and worked up your way for many years before I moved to Cairns for a little while. So I've done the North Queensland thing. And then I got stuck in Victoria for a few years. But yeah, Brisbane, way better. Sydney's got a weird smell. We need to warn McKeegan about the way Sydney smells. How do you add Bangkok time? That's a very good question, CT. What's the UTC offset for Bangkok? UTC offset for Bangkok, which is fun to say. Bangkok. UTC plus 7 is what we need, CT. There you go. That's minus 7. We want plus 7. That's minus 7. That's plus 8. What a ball bag. Can we edit this? Let's just add it. Can I add it? I can't add it. I wish I'd known you needed that. Set one row above. Bangkok for CT. UTC offset is 6. Is that range still right, or is it cooked now? 27. We need to make that 28. Okay. Done. Hide that. And Bangkok for CT. Boom. Does that work? Let me see. So that's Bangkok. That's plus 6. And then if we look for plus 10, they all change. Go Adelaide. So it's normal. There we go. And then I say normal. You get what I mean. Let me go Bangkok. And an update. Beautiful. I just said it was plus 6, didn't I? I literally said it was plus 7 because we looked at the thing. There we go. Now it'll work. Hi. Don't let Rohif see this sheet. He'll murder me. It's a mess. It's not my finest work. Still City's playing plus 8. You're all being mean to me. Stop it. UTC offset for Bangkok. Plus 7. In your face, Steel City. Nice try. I'm going to go with CT. He knows his stuff. He's a smart man. Dag nabbit. There we go. Beautiful. Value contains one from whatever. Anyway, there you go. Knock yourselves out. Right. Itchy. But Jack Fetter's not here. So I need to hit him up. He's designed the water needs a container, water container, and made a little ad for it. I need to steal the design that he's done for that, so I can add it to a literal water bottle on dpdebunks.shop, so we can make them available for everybody. If you've not been to my online store, you are really missing out. The whole thing exists basically for me to have the option to turn stupid things I come up with. That's not what I wanted. dpdebunks.shop. And I know that site's got a security certificate, so that's rubbish. Basically to turn all my dumb ideas into physical objects. Loafers would be, I've got products for loafers too. Sorry, hand. So anyway, there is Critical Stream-a-thon merch available. You may have seen me this weekend using my Critical Stream-a-thon can cooler, or koozie, as the Americans say, or stubby holder, as is the politically correct term for it. You can get one of those. They're really quite good. They're not super thick, but they do the job. You can get a scotchy glass. You can get a mug. DC Dano's got one of them, and it's quite good. You can get a hoodie. Now, I got one. I haven't worn it this weekend. I need to send it back because they completely botched the front logo. The logo's there, but there's like 3 of them overlaid, so it must have slipped. It's probably too late to do it now, and I'll just keep it forever because it's kind of funny. But you can also get a t-shirt, and you can get a hat if you want to. 100% of the profit from those particular items and everything on the DP Debunk shop goes to the fundraiser. I don't make a penny out of it. All the items are basically priced to cover the cost with a little bit of profit for exactly that reason. But I'm certainly not trying to make a fortune out of any of this crap. And then there's a whole bunch of random BS that I've created that you can get. You can get a Globers Do It with Gravity t-shirt. You can get CC's Guide to Wealth t-shirt, where his advice is just basically sell out, sell your soul, and become rich. It's that easy. That's all you got to do. You can get a Penguin Sandwich t-shirt. You can get Creepy Sexy Dearth merch. You can get the all-time classic, as modelled by the one and only MC Toon repeatedly, the You're Not Stupid, Dearth is Stupid t-shirt. That's a play on the thing he says and wears all the time. You're not stupid, the globe is stupid. Incorrect. It's actually Dearth. You can get one of those. You can get immortalized for all time in honor of the rightful winner of Top Left 2025, my nominee, King Nico. You can get the Juicebox King mug. You can get the Juicebox King hoodie, and you might have seen me wearing a Juicebox King t-shirt. You can get one of those. You can get it in different colors and everything. There's a range of crap you can do. You can get the Sarcasm Meter travel mug, which is always maxed out. There's a t-shirt there. There's a mug there as well. This is the Book of Flat Earth Evidence, which we're going to have a look at. I worked long and hard on this item. Let me read the description for you. At last, the most comprehensive compilation of flat earth proof ever assembled. This meticulously crafted volume contains everything you need to know, from groundbreaking experiments to suppressed truths that the so-called scientific community doesn't want you to see. Inside, you'll find clear, undeniable evidence that challenges mainstream narratives and exposes the reality they've been hiding. Perfect for independent thinkers, truth seekers, and anyone ready to open their eyes to what's really going on. Dare to explore the truth? This book holds all the answers. And it does have a disclaimer, and this is important. Contents may vary depending on available evidence. Or, to put it another way, it's just an empty notebook. It's a long way to go for a very cheap, very crap joke, but I'm proud of it. There it is. The big book of flat earth evidence. And you're welcome. You can get the mouse mat, a hat, another mug, stickers. You can get a sticker sheet, and other stuff. The sticker sheet still yet to be updated with the new Zoo Crew logo. Copium Emporium got the first lot of revised stickers. So yeah, and then probably my favorite products available. The Wits at the Platypus backpacks. If you need to move a gyro compass around Punta Arenas or Antarctica, what better way to do it than a Wits at the Platypus backpack? Backpack. You can get the Wits at the Platypus Adventure Backpack. You can get the deluxe Wits at the Platypus Antarctic Explorer Edition, which is in white. Or, at the behest of one Charles Arnold, you can get the Wits at the Platypus Golden Shower Edition Adventure Backpack, exclusively available in piss yellow. Let's have a look at it. Black on the back. Up here, you've got it literally covered in derp all the way around, and across the top you get a Wits at the Platypus there. You get his logo, you get the DP Debunks logo, and then on the bottom, of course, it says Humbly Bro, and inside the front pocket you get the background art as well, which is quite spiffy. This one is a little bit different, so around the edge, still covered in derp all the way around, but there's a quote on the top as well. Is he talking about physics or is he insane? It says there. And then on the bottom, because this one's more expensive, it asks the question, or that says what we're all thinking. This is what buyer's remorse looks like. So there it is. That is the Antarctic Explorer Edition. There's one more variant to come, gross, that I need to finish off, which is the Drunk to Bunk Show Commemorative Edition. Which I still owe Mike for his birthday from ages ago. I just need to place an order and get it made. But I'm terrified to do it in case they botch it after the hoodie. I don't want to send him something that's not perfect. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, that is the DP Debunk shop. You can go to dpdebunks.shop and check it out for yourself and have a laugh. You don't have to buy anything, but just know that if you do, any profit made goes into that up there, CT's fundraiser. We just throw money at the problem. Solves everything. What happened with the hoodie? Give me a second. I'll go grab it and I'll show you. Let me just... I was going to put a song on. Screw it. I'll be like 20 seconds. Stand by. So we'll go to the cam view. So the back logo came up all right. There it is. It came up a treat. I was pretty happy with that. The front logo, look at that. It's like I'm phasing. See that? So again, it's like it's slipped and it's like printed 2 or 3 times and it's just been out of whack. Not ideal. I'll try to hold up. There you go. See that? So a little bit disappointing. But the back of it was great. I was really happy with how that came out. So yeah, disappointing. Yeah, it's like they doubled it, but it definitely wasn't a deliberate choice on their part. I think there was just an error. And obviously the QC quality check wasn't quite up to snuff. They didn't eyeball it. So they probably looked at the back and went, yep, sweet. Which is fine. I'm sure they hammer it all the time. That would look fine to Mikey Smith. It would. Because he'd be looking at it through binoculars that he's lathered with Vaseline or something. Who the hell knows? Dave McKeegan's in the chat, everybody. Dave McKeegan, thank you for your efforts this morning in helping out the Critical Stream-a-thon on relatively short notice, sir. You get a temporary reprieve for the next hour and a bit of me referring to you as a monster following your efforts in the top left 2025. I just mentioned it. I've already ruined it. It's already gone. I tried. It's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. Speaking of Mikey Smith, he sucks. But there's an eclipse tonight. Rumor has it. Tori Hanzo asked, wait, when did we hit 39k on the GoFundMe? Let's just zip back and have a look. It was around the time. I'll have a look at the recent donations. Again, we'll go through these properly later. It's a few hours ago. little while ago. But Jim Daniels did this because he's insane. An $1,829 donation from Jim Daniels. Jonathan Duff, 206. Mobile laptop, 457. This clown, whoever he is, it's Mike from Drunk to Bunk Show, $53. John Kirkland, 20. All legends, all heroes, and they've done that. And that already means, because you might not have seen it, $13,027 raised this weekend for Critical Thinks GoFundMe. How incredible is that? And how awesome is this community? Seriously. Are you serial? Totally serial. More than I ever thought we'd get. So that's brilliant. Oh. And of course, everyone's kicking themselves. Why didn't I do a stream-a-thon ages ago to raise money for myself? I could have been 13 grand to the good. Well, now you can't because you will look like a tool because now it's a charity thing. So there. It's going to be a while before I attempt something of this scale again. I'll try to do it at a time when my real life is a little more stable and less crazy so they don't have to disappear for a month with everything left up in the air. But I would love to do this again for a good cause, not just for the sake of making cash. It's not what we do around here. This is a hobby. I don't need to make money out of it, and anything I do make goes back into doing this stuff and the computer fund and everything else. But I'm thinking if we can find, as a community, a cause that we're all behind and that we all want to support, not Roger's excellent adventure. We don't need to send Roger Ledwell to Antarctica. That's his problem. Plus, I've already chipped in for that and doxed myself doing it. But yeah, I'm open to suggestions. We've got plenty of time, but I would love to do something similar again next year. We may not call it the Critical Stream-a-thon. Maybe we will, in honor of the man who inspired the initiative. We'll probably change the name. I'm sure we can come up with something cooler. Not that it's not cool, because CT's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I'm just... Can someone hand me a bigger shovel while I dig this hole? Far out. You disappeared like a priest being transferred. Oh, I got powers. Political powers. I haven't got my green screen down. It's just open. So I don't really need it in this room. And it just takes up space. It's annoying. Maybe I'll just paint the door green or something. I'm not going to turn off the fake screen and show what's going on. Do a drunkathon. That's what the Caravan of Chaos is next year. Driving from Mike's place in Boston down to Florida to watch a rocket launch. What could possibly go wrong? Hugh Jar says, maybe do a stream-a-thon to help my snack budget. Hugh, we'd have to run that stream-a-thon for about a month. And I don't think we can get that amount of money out of this community. Unless we got all of the debunking community, all of the flatties, all of the Tartary tards, all of the Arctura tards, the alien speakers, the people who think they're dragons. We'll basically just have to go through Culture Cat's channel and find all the different species of crazy we can and try to get money out of them, but they don't have any money. So I don't know. Like, we need to get investment from a small country? Maybe we can. I don't know. Maybe I'll promote another video, get 1 million subscribers, and we'll all be fine. Never again. Never again. Does the community want me to wither away to only a few hundred tons? I mean, we do want to keep you around for as long as possible, Hugh. So, you know, but then it is your brand. So it's a tough one because, you know, we want you around and like existing and living. But we do love a laugh. So, and none of us like change because we're all indoctrinated and very set in our ways, and we don't like to bend in any way, shape, or form. And we don't like to have our religious-like beliefs challenged at all or be presented with information to the contrary. So, you know, Just broke the sarcasm meter right there. I want to have a look at something on the internet. So we're going to do that. I want to show this to everybody and test if my little fix potentially worked. We all know it didn't, but we're going to give it a red hot go anyway. Let me just load this up. We need to go over to here, right near the end. There we go. All right, so it's a few minutes of footage. I'll just load that up. So Mike from the Drunk Debunk Show and Red's Rhetoric live very close together. If you don't know who Mike from the Drunk Debunk Show is, shame on you. He's awesome. He's a founding member of the Dirt Vengers, and you should love him dearly. And Red's Rhetoric quite often teams up with Astronomy Live to capture just friggin' amazing stuff in space. So observations of the moon, observations of the ISS, of different planets, taking measurements and coordinating with Astronomy Live and measuring things like parallax to calculate distances. It's all phenomenal stuff. But earlier in the week, those two went out and Reds was captured over 200,000 individual frames of Saturn's moon, Titan, casting a shadow onto Saturn. And we sat there for like 4.5 hours watching this dot on Saturn move across, and you could see Titan hovering above Saturn, casting the shadow down. Absolutely mind-blowing. And Reds has posted over on his channel as a community post. You can see the stacked image of Saturn. There's a bit of compression to it, so it's not, you know, quite brilliant, but highly recommend you go check it out. It was super, super cool. But at the end of the stream, because they had some power left, turned out the ISS was going to pass overhead where they were. That's the International Space Station, for those of you playing at home. And they were attempting to cover that. It was coming down to the wire because Mike blew out the fuse in his power inverter to run his laptop off his car battery. So they all had to use the same power station. That was down to like 25% when they got done recording Saturn. 20%, not sure. Anyway, it was going to be a really, really close shave to be able to capture the ISS. And I wanted to share with you how that went, because it was super exciting, believe it or not, and kind of freaking riveting to see. Now, I may have botched the audio on this. Surprise, surprise. But I'm going to hit play and we'll see what happens.
+6. Oh, man.
So just to give you an idea of what's going on, what you're seeing on screen, and apologies if it's not big enough, but you're all big boys. You can deal, big boys and girls. Just down here, if you can see it, it says selected satellite altitude. So this is software. This is the software that Astronomy Live created for tracking, I believe, objects, but they're using it to track the International Space Station. So this number here, the selected satellite altitude, is at 6.8 degrees, and they know because of predictions and science, and because Earth's a globe, that the ISS should become visible at around 30 degrees in altitude. So Reds is there with all the stuff ready to go to jump on it and guide his telescope using his laptop and everything to lock onto the station and find it. So he's just waiting for it to come into view. Mike and another bloke, Kenny, are sort of off to the side staring at this screen to see what happens. So yeah, here we go. Got a bit of time before it gets up to the 30 degrees, but we'll build the suspense, shall we? And I can pretend I'm chatting to Reds and Mike. I wasn't there. I wasn't invited.
Right, keep an eye out. Stream's still good.
Look, that's still Saturn, by the way. Gorgeous. Oh, the reason it's in black and white, all the Saturn images were in color. These ones are in black and white because Red swapped out the camera And this one's running at a different frame rate, I believe. So this one's running at like 60 frames a second or something like that. And when they were recording Saturn, it was at 30 frames a second because of the color and the different sensors and the camera equipment. So it is in black and white, but just sit tight.
+9.
-10 degrees.
+11.
+11. You skip ahead a bit? No, I'm going to make you wait. Because I had to. I didn't actually see this live. I had to watch it after the fact.
8. Yep, we're at 10%. Come on, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
No, my eyes keep playing tricks on me.
Oh, don't worry. It'll be obvious. +14. Any second now. +14. Keep an eye out on it. +16.
16 degrees.
It'll be bright as fuck, so we'll have that going for us. All right.
Reds has such a way with words.
Oh, I see it. It's coming through the trees.
It's coming through trees. Where?
Right,
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. Okay, hold. I see it. Yep, I see it. I see it. Right there, right through the trees. Fuck yeah, that's the space station. Okay, I got to look at from.
Oh, it's bright as fuck.
Oh yeah, it should be very easy to spot. Hopefully.
I wouldn't think that was a tree. Was a plane.
Yeah, you would have, wouldn't you? Yeah, I know. I see it. Waiting. Hang on, guys.
Almost at 30 degrees. 24, 25.
All right, let's go. Here goes nothing.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Let's click the start tracking satellite button. 28, 29 degrees.
Come on,
any
come
second
on.
now.
Find the bitch, find the bitch, find the bitch, find the bitch.
Reds.
Fuck are you? Where the fuck are you?
So he's driving the
zoom in.
telescope with that. Get ready.
Oh, there it is.
Hang on. I got it.
Boom.
I got it.
Look at that.
Hang on. Bring it back up.
Look at that.
No.
Shit. Hang on. Start the capture.
I just want to pause really quick. Can I jack up the... Yeah, I can jack up the freaking... That's better. Here you go.
G. Start.
Starts capturing.
All right, we're capturing.
Watch this.
Lower down the exposure. Hang on.
Tweaking the exposure because it's bright.
Oh, holy shit.
All right, we see it.
What the fuck?
You can see the solar panels.
Solar panels. Let me lower down the gain a bit.
Oh
Look
my
at it.
fucking god. There it is.
There it is. Okay, we're capturing at 72 frames per second. 72 frames per second. We got it. All right. We might lose it temporarily, guys. We might lose it temporarily. Holy shit, there it goes. Okay, all right. We're at max. We're at max. Hang on.
Oh, is it going to strangle itself?
It's going to try and keep up. It's just going to fail at doing so, but it's going to catch back up to it. Come on, go.
Oh. Did it die?
Power station died.
Oh.
They ran out of power before they could get it back. But they got it.
We got it though. We got it though.
Oh, we got it, yes, but oh, fuck.
There it goes.
Stop the capture.
But just the... Like, watching it when Red had nailed it. Like, that. That's from the ground with a telescope. And you can see everything. Mike said it when he was chatting to CT earlier today, showing these off. As he should, because he was there. That those images were so clear that if for some reason they'd been doing a spacewalk or maintenance outside the station, and they were on that side, you would have been able to make out astronauts doing stuff in those shots because it was so clear. So clear. And the stacked image is better. I just can't remember where it was. But so friggin' cool. So congratulations to Reds, Mike, and Kenny for capturing something awesome. And thank you for sharing it with the rest of the world because it's fantastic. I would love to hear the Flatties talk their way out of that one because it all matched globe predictions perfectly. And they knocked it out of the park. I know it wasn't ideal. You can hear Red's like a little bit dirty because the power ran out and he just wanted more. And I would have been the same way. But yeah. I have to ask why Red's Pro doesn't have enough battery. Let's gift them some power banks. Yeah, so part of it was Mike's plan for power didn't quite work because he blew a fuse in the inverter. So he was having to use the same power station that Reds had, and the intent was they'd all have their own stuff. So they're like all of them want to do it again, and I for one can't wait if they can stream it because it'd be fantastic. But yeah, they're solving that issue. They just need more stuff to plug things into to spread the load around, and they're not having to share, like basically one power source for the scope and the mount, one power source for the laptop each, blah blah blah, and then they'd be absolutely fine. If Mike hadn't had his issue, it wouldn't have been a problem. They would have nailed it, but they were just trying to stop Mike's laptop from dying, which was running the stream. And that was important because what they were doing, they wanted to be live streaming it so no one could say like, oh, it's doctored or it's fake or CGI, or like we just sat there all night looking through Red's telescope remotely. And it was really, really cool. Hugh just says, ran out of power. People on X tell me the blood of Christ is powerful. Maybe they should get some of that. Yeah, but those blood of Christ power stations are really, really expensive because you've got to compromise all of your morals and ethics and beliefs and become a shit person. So there is that. Plus, I'm a little too old for imaginary friends. And I've got Satan on my side.
Hello, my name is Satan. Good to see everybody. Hello, thanks for all your help this weekend. We love you. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Thanks, Satan. Satan the light bulb, everybody. Inspired by Dean Odell, of course. Huge ass. I theoretically have the equipment to do that, but I've never figured out how to make it work. I would love to be in a position to spend a fortune on telescope gear. I finally bought a telescope last year. It's just like an entry-level Celestron scope. It's in a video where I basically didn't take it apart, but I showed all the bits to show King Nico that no, NASA isn't beaming images to the telescope to fool me or anybody else. I would love to get one with like a motorized auto tracking mount and a really cool telescope camera type deal to film stuff like McKeegan did in Antarctica when he was tracking the sun. That sort of gear would be unreal. As it is, I've got a little smartphone mount thing that I can put on the eyepiece and take some pictures, but my phone sucks. So it's really not ideal for that. But I might... I don't think it'll be while you're streaming here. I think it'll be after I wrap up. I'm not going to be able to sleep. I'm going to be too wide for at least a couple of hours. So I might grab the telescope, wander down to the beach, and just fart around down there for an hour or so and see if I can get some decent images of the moon, because I like snapping the moon, and see what I can see of like Jupiter and Saturn and Mars. I get some pretty good views of Mars from here. There's light pollution, obviously. But next weekend, I'm going camping, again, out in the Murray region dark skies area, which means everybody living around that region committed to using specific wattages and luminance of light bulbs, along with the local councils for street lights and things like that. So any light pollution is kept to an absolute minimum, which is fantastic. It's a great dark skies region, one of the best in the world, and I'm going to be there for 4 days with my telescope. So as long as the weather doesn't suck, should be able to see some cool stuff, and I'll be taking some pictures. I'll be able to share that with everybody. Wolfie is good with advice. Yeah, I've not interacted with Wolfie yet, and I need to. In fact, I don't even think I emailed Wolfie about this thing. I didn't even think of it because I figured he'd be flying a plane somewhere doing Wolfie things. What a dickhead. I should have. Proby says Simon Dan showed off his new super high-tech stacking automatically amazing one. It's super cool. I'll have to check that out. Again, I've been out of the loop for a few weeks, so I don't know where everything is. Has Creaky done his balloon thing yet? Sure, I can't have. I would have heard about that by now. Is he still doing it, or has he binned it off? He's got to still be doing it. He was doing all the prep work for it. I don't know. Who the hell knows? But again, congratulations to Mike, Reds, and Kenny. It was epic. Thank you for sharing that. I really enjoyed the stream and watching along. Out near Wonkara, is it? I know it's around there somewhere. It's so we're going to Wongalla. Think like Swan Reach, Renmark ish. It's the Riverland area, basically, here in South Australia. Is where we'll be. And it's super cool. Not long after I got the telescope last year, I went out camping. And that was the first time I got to test drive it like properly. And the views of the moon were awesome. Got some really good views of Mars. It's not the best telescope in the world at all. It's like, I think a 4.5 inch. So the focal length isn't great. Light capacity or light collecting capacity isn't brilliant. But like looking at Mars without a filter, you can get the red hue out of Mars. You can almost make out a little bit of detail on Jupiter. There was cloud around and it was quite cold. So I was worried about Dew, D-E-W, Dew. We're not flat earthers here. Yes, you could almost make it out, but it was really hard with the 10mm lens, which gives me a better view, and my Barlow lens, which doubles everything, is crap, absolutely crap. So it's not worth using at all. But one of my favorite things, I talked about this on stream, is last summer. It was earlier this year. Took the telescope down the beach because it was a really clear night. Was it this year or last year? Must have been last year. But the comet that I caught, posted pictures on the community post section, catching the comet that was going through, and caught the tail of it. But being down there with the telescope, and a dad and his daughter were just walking along, and they were trying to spot it too. But I was there with the telescope, and we weren't spotting the tail of it because I didn't really know what I was looking for. But just started like picking out different things, like showing, looking at Betelgeuse, looking at Saturn. Jupiter was visible. Mars was visible, and Jupiter was visible with about 3 to 5 of the moons. I can't really remember. But yeah, that was cool having them have a look through and blowing their mind, and especially this guy's daughter, who was just chatty as and super excited, like, oh, that Jupiter's really cool. And Venus as well. Venus, like with a crescent being like slightly eclipsed. That was really cool. But yeah, she was like, I liked looking at Jupiter and the moons were cool, but Saturn. I was like, yeah. I kept thinking it was out of focus, but it wasn't. It was just the rings were at a weird angle, and it was very much side on, so they were quite difficult to see. Just a tiny little bit of angle on them, so you couldn't see a good like gap in the rings. We all love a good ring gap. You can see 4 Jupiter moons. Well, there you go. Must have been 3 or 4. Yeah, this was a while ago, so I can't remember. But they were there, and it was quite clear, and it was awesome. But this telescope for viewing something like the moon is really, really good. A lot of detail. So even just like a smartphone picture through this telescope puts anything that Mikey Smith has grabbed through his binoculars to absolute shame. Yeah, because someone mentioned Mikey Smith in the chat, and that's what's caused that entire freaking diversion. That's how we do things here in the Debunkatorium. We just go off on tangents. I was pondering playing some more Space Engineers in this session. All we really got to do was fix a solar panel last night, run around a bit, jump. I did some break dancing in my spacesuit. That was fun. And I did a little bit of mining. We collected some iron, we collected some stone, and I picked up some ice. But also, when we were playing Space Engineers last night, that's when my computer crashed super hard. So we might not be repeating that particular effort right at the minute. What we are going to do is check in on the fundraiser, because we've had movement down here. 39,196. Another 10 schmackers dropped into Critical Think's GoFundMe. So let's jump across to that screen and check it out. Just a reminder, the QR code on this screen is over in the bottom left corner. That's over there, all the way over the other side. If you're watching on a big screen, or if you're watching projected onto Huge Ass's Huge Ass, you can scan that QR code. In the case of watching on Huge Ass, be careful. Don't invade his personal space. Ask for consent, people. You can scan that, tap on the thingy on your phone or device of choice, and it'll take you to GoFundMe. Or keep it simple, just click on the link at the top of the chat. It's probably quicker and easier. But if you want to play with QR codes, fill your boots. That'll take you through to this page, and then you click on donate and give it a number. Turn the tip thing for GoFundMe all the way down if you want to, or jack it up, whatever you want to do. You can tip them or you cannot. I don't care. No skin off my nose. Submit it, and your name gets immortalized on this page, and a little notification will pop up here in the Debunkatorium. So you'll be immortalized in this stream video as well. 85 has done exactly that, and thrown $10 Critical Think's way, which is awesome. Thank you, 85. And that means the total raised this weekend is $13,037, and that is absolutely phenomenal. That is cray, everybody. Seriously. Yes, I pressed the applause button. No, it didn't work. Yes, I'm angry about it. Kill that. Go to studio mode. We go up to the applause button. We turn that off. And then I turn off studio mode. Then we come back here and I press the applause button, and it just magically works. One day I'll figure it out. 13 grand. Seriously. I know I keep saying seriously, but it's hard to fathom and believe that you've all done that. What an absolute pack of heroes you all are. You have the best community in the world, and don't let anybody forget it. Imagine if the Flatties could do this. They'd have Roger there. Roger Ladwell will be there. Could be there right now. Wouldn't see a 24-hour sun if he went right now, but he could be there. That's all you got to do. It's easy. Do you want some tips? Ask someone else. I'll be taking a breather after this event. How long we got to go? An hour and 10 minutes. I need to pee because I'm drinking coffee, and I need to get another beverage to make sure we get to the end of this section. So I'm going to go do that. We're going to play a song. If you know what songs I've got on the old stream deck, and there's anything in particular you want to hear, first one I see pop up in the chat, I will play that. So drop your suggestions in there and we'll go for that. Illusion has said, seriously, if you watch that video I posted yesterday, it should help massively with the sound effects, even in studio mode. Yeah, Illusion, you're on the Discord, right? If you're not on the Discord, that's fine. I'll have to go back through the stream to find the link. So just to make it easier, if you can, no pressure, but it would be appreciated. You can shoot that to me in an email or on the Discord or something. That would be phenomenal. And I'd really appreciate it. But I will check that out this week to figure out what is going on with this stuff. I think it's like using the stream deck wirelessly through a tablet and not a physical stream deck. It's 40 minutes. Are you starting at 7:30? I mean, why would I know, Hugh? I only built the schedule 40 minutes. All right, I don't have Squawk That Chicken because that's Toons. I'm not going to steal Toons stuff. That's not cool. On the stream deck, I'll let you know. We've got Dirty Money. We've got Feelin' Flurfy. We've got Penguin Sandwich. We've got So You Want to Be a Flat Earther. And we've got I Could Be Remembering It Wrong. Yep, I'm with you here. I did just check the schedule and have a look, and you're 100% right. And when I do take this breather, I will give myself an uppercut. I may come back bruised and battered. You got that to look forward to. So they're your options. While Tori says, so you want to be a flat earther. Lindsay Bell was saying Harnolds, but I don't have the leak handy. I haven't checked that one out yet, but I want to. I've just been busy this weekend. Sorry, Harnolds. It's going to happen. Before we do any of that, though, the last stupid thing that we usually do on Hey Hey It's Sunday, we haven't done yet. In case you're not familiar, there's a flat earther out there, a master debater, or to say it, if you say it quickly, it sounds like masturbator, by the name of Austin Whitsitt. Now, he made some pretty bold claims around about March last year, maybe in February. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's in the video you're about to see, that flat earthers were taking away satellites. They were taking away claimed Euclidean space. They were taking away the moon and the sky, and they were taking away celestial navigation. And he told us all that flat earthers had celestial navigation completely mapped out and totally working for flat earth, and that we were going to have a rough couple of weeks, maybe a year, dealing with the fallout of what would be revealed. What we want to do is just check exactly how long we've been waiting for that big reveal. I'm sure it's just a matter of time, but we just need to check in to see where the clock is at. So we'll do that now.
Hey kids, it's time to check how long we've been waiting for Whitsitt's totally working flat earth celestial navigation. Whitsitt the platypus said it was done. Navigation map with maps, oh what fun. But days turn to weeks, then a year when kaboom. Still no system, but it's coming soon. Whitsitt the platypus, flat earth salvation. Whitsitt the platypus, how's an explanation? Whitsitt the platypus, endless hesitation. Whitsitt the platypus, still no sign of celestial navigation. Whitsitt the platypus, we're still waiting, it's laughable, bro.
1 year, 6 months, 18 days, 19 hours, 54 minutes, and 50 seconds since Whitsitt made his claim, and still, no joy. Still hasn't shown up. He's a busy man. He's had a lot going on. If we're all just patient, then it's going to be fine. But yeah, over a year and a half now, almost a year and 7 months, and still nothing. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm quite proud of that one, just quietly. Inspired by Reds and his counter for how long Nathan Oakley's been dodging a debate with him. Of course. Right. It's breather time. Tori wants to hear So You Want to Be a Flat Earther. I'm going to play that for everyone. And when we go out tonight, I'm going to play I Could Be Remembering It Wrong, because it's one of the favorite things I've ever made, and it's funny as hell. So if you want to be a flat earther, I've prepared a guide for you. It should be helpful. If you're a sane person, just sit tight. We'll get the derp out of the way. I'll go pee. You can all do the same. Get up, take a walk, stretch your legs, grab a drink, grab a snack, smoke if you got them. And when we come back, we will power through until it's time to hand over to the man, the myth, the enormous, huge ass.
So, you wanna be a flat earther? Awesome! Let me tell you what you gotta do. Here we go! Step one, throw your brain away. Forget everything they taught you in school today. Gravity's a lie, just like space. Now tilt your head and ignore what you face. Deny the pictures, deny the facts. CGI and twist the cracks. Pretend the meme is evidence and never, ever use common sense. Oh, so you wanna be a flat earther? Welcome to the cult, now your brain's gonna hurt. Throw out science, forget the math. Just follow the grip down the YouTube path. Step 2, buy a level and a laser beam. Make a test, but don't check the screen. If it proves the curve, just throw it away. Blame refraction, gaslight, and say NASA's faking. Wake up, sheep. Water's flat, the curve ain't deep. Antarctica's a big ice wall. Trust me, bro, I know it all. Oh, so you wanna be a flat earther? Welcome to the cult, now your brain's gonna hurt. Reject the globe, embrace the lies, and never look up at the skies. Step 3, learn to dodge and weave. When facts show up, just make them leave. Say perspective when things get rough, and if that fails, just make stuff up. The sun's small and local, I swear it's true. The moon's a light, not a rock to you. NASA steals $1 trillion. Science is fake, trust you too much. Alright, now listen up. If the earth was spinning, we'd all be flung. Airplanes would have to start to stay up, son. Ships disappear, that's just a trick. And satellites mid get off NASA's script. Oh, so you wanna be a flat earther? Welcome to the ride, it just gets worse. Say goodbye to your family and friends. This rabbit hole never ends. Oh, so you wanna be a flat earther? Welcome to the cult, now your brain's gonna hurt. Reject the globe, embrace the lies, and never look up at the skies.
Congratulations, you're a goddamn flatty now.
There we go. See? It's easy. If you want to be a flatty. No dramas. You're welcome, internet. Oh. Also got a video to make for Give Him a Ticket. You haven't heard Give Him a Ticket from the Drunk to Punk show stream. Very angry metal tune. And one day I will finish the Juicebox King music video. I've got plans for that. And a lack of motivation. Well, I'm motivated to finish it, but I haven't got around to it. CC, you free for a chat? CC? CC, where are you? CC? He's not answering. He usually answers. CC, what are you doing? That's broken. That's working. And that's working. Okay. Okay. Try it again. Everybody. 1, 2, 3. CC!
This is a fucking phone call. God damn it.
He was on the phone. He was on the phone. CC, what are you talking about on the phone?
Wait, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's got no idea. What about Ratsoid? Ratsoid, what are you up to?
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
I know that, but what else do you want to share with the people this weekend in order of critical thing?
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
Okay, yep. And I mean, dare I ask anything else?
I'm a disgusting person that everything that I say is a complete lie.
Yeah, that story checks out. That might be the most honest thing you've ever said, Ratsoid. We should check in with Grandpa Scum. Grandpa Scum, Softhorn, Leghorn. What are you up to?
Get a hold of your fucking fifis a little bit there, witchy poo. All right?
Jeez, and that's a bit full on, so. I've just knocked over my tablet because I'm pressing too many buttons. I'm just going through the soundboard because we're killing time. Elmer Spud, where are you at?
Be very quiet. And I'm leaking data.
You are leaking data because your app is a data leaking nightmare that doxes people and is a complete and utter waste of money. If you're watching this and you have the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app, what you want to do, what you really want to do, especially if you're using the location service like the Friend Finder so you can shag other idiots, you want to go somewhere far away from where you live, as far as you can. Activate that so it registers your position, and then turn it off again. Okay, and then delete your app, delete all the user data, and never ever use it again, so that you're not giving away where you live or where you work or where you shop. It is very, very dangerous, and you don't want to do that. Also, everything in Dave's app is crap. According to his app, when Toon and Critical Think and Dave McKeegan, Will Duffy, Elizabeth Acosta, Jaron Campanella, Jaron's Baggage, or Austin Whitsett, Mark Herman and Jonathan Morandi were down in Antarctica, it should have been dark while they were live streaming. But Toon posted a video showing the Sun, Moon and Zodiac Clock app saying it should be dark while they were standing there in broad daylight. So Dave's app is broken. It doesn't work. So get rid of it. And don't give Flat Earth Dave a penny of your money. Give it to Critical Think instead. You can do so by using that QR code, go into the link that's over there in the chat, or just go into Critical Think's GoFundMe. The link's down in the description. You can do that. You can super chat here on the stream. 10% of all YouTube revenue earned here in the Debunkatorium until CT's goal is met is going into the GoFundMe every single month. It's NASA's money. It's part of my NASA Shield check. So we'll just throw it to CT. What the hell? And 100% of profit from dpdebunks.shop that we were looking at earlier is also going into the GoFundMe. But don't buy anything. It's all crap. We're nothing if not honest around these parts. But primarily, we're nothing. Before I went off on that tear, there was something I was going to do, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, Lindsay Bow has posted the link to Harnold's song, and I've been dying to check this one out. So, yes, indeedly do. I'm going to that link right now. Thank you, Lindsay Bow. Let's just pause this. I said, let's pause this. But. Is this the one? Oh, didn't Kraggles? I called him Kraggles. That's terrible. Didn't FTFE play this morning? He did. So I did hear it at the end of the stream. Cool. So I know what we're in for. Here we go. This is from Arnold. 3 minutes. Let's have a listen to this. Hopefully it works. Fingers crossed, kids.
I'm being blunt. I'm going to move on with my life. My channel is no more going to be Flat Earth at all. Nothing whatsoever.
My channel is no more gonna be Flat Earth at all. Nothing whatsoever.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Flat Earth at all. Definitely not next week. My channel is no more gonna be Flat Earth at all. I have never told a lie. My channel is no more gonna be
Tiny microphone.
Flat Earth at all. You can believe me, cause I always tell the truth. Only toxic, stupid Globers lie, that's the proof. They don't understand the method, no, they stall. Me and PJ cranking content, we answer the call.
Ginger Oak Lives Matter. And I love the I Like the Jesus shirt. Where am I?
My channel is no more gonna be Flat Earth at all. Nothing whatsoever. My channel is no more gonna be Flat Earth at all. Okay, maybe just a little bit. My channel is
There's cigar
no
dips
more
everywhere.
gonna be Flat Earth at all. My channel is no more
Oh, Sob in the background. Feel.
Earth at all. Nothing whatsoever. My channel is no more gonna be flat Earth at all. Many blessings, God hates the game. My channel is no more gonna be flat Earth at all. Me and PJ cranking content for the Lord. My channel is no more gonna be flat Earth at all. My channel is no more gonna be flat Earth at all.
Holy crap, Arnold. Outstanding work, sir. I did catch it a little bit this morning on FTF's stream, but that gets like, we're all going to go right now, like I just did, here to Arnold Media Group and drop a sub on that. Get into it, I say. Why wouldn't you after that? Fantastic. I'll make it even easier for you, and I'll give you one of these links. Okay. Let's just grab this. Okay. And now, all you got to do is click on that link, and it'll ask you to subscribe straight away. Let's get rid of the other one. You don't need that rubbish. It's not going to do the thing. Remove that. And now you've got the one that'll just take you there and prompt you to sub. Brilliant. That was awesome. Also, Conspiracy Music Studios, you need to go and drop a sub for. So I'm going to drop that in the chat. Old mate CMS, who we love and adore around these parts. Curious UK Debunks, who was kind enough to help out with the Critical Stream-a-thon this weekend. Did a couple of shifts for us, knocked it out of the park. Thank you. And Unfornicated, of course. We're desperately trying to get this man to 500 subscribers so we can throw money at him and get him to take his shirts off. So get in on that action is what you want to do. There's a whole bunch of links there. All you got to do is click on them. You'll be subscribed. Problemo solved. You're welcome. I've grabbed that link, Proby. I've put it in the file that I've been using to grab all the links I need for the Stream-a-thon so I don't lose it. And I will be checking that out for Time and Dan's Telescope. Goodness Raber, my favorite till now is the song with Whitset where he's arrested in front of Mount Rushmore. That comes from Conspiracy Music Studios. He now has 407 subscribers. He is so close to 500 where he can monetize his stuff. So let's get him there. Also, you should check out The Ballad of Iron Horse because some idiot pops up in it in cartoon form. Yours truly, which blew my mind. And I'm very honored, Conspiracy Music Studios, that you put Cartoon DP in your video debating Iron Horse. I've never debated in my life for Flat Earth, but the fact you think I have, love it. Now, there's two versions, Gordens Reiber. There's the OG Whitset Humbly, and then there's it's Whitset Still Humbly. Which one do you want? Because I love it too. Do we go with the original? Nah. We're going to go with the new one. Now, the last time we did this, Conspiracy Music, you want OG. We'll go OG then. I stand corrected. Well, I'm sitting, but you get the idea. Last time we did this, Conspiracy Music Studio broke my computer. How about a link to the next stream starting in 19 minutes? Nah. Why would I do that, Hugh? Oh, Hugh, can you add me to your allowed to redirect list? Pretty please? If you can. If not, that's fine. But it wouldn't let me set up the redirect. Because apparently you don't like me. And that's fine. You don't have to like me. But I'd appreciate temporary redirect permission so I can send all these lovely people who are hanging out in the Debunkatorium over to your joint. So you can do your thing and they can witness it and witness your awesomeness. Let's check out It's Whitset Humbly. How do I do that? that being the case, never mind. I've put the link to Hugh's channel in the chat, folks. See what I did there? We just duck and weave. Serpentine. We'll just circle around that one. Bypass it. Fine. Nobody will notice at all. We'll fix that in post. What? What do you mean it's live? Ah, fuck. Never mind. The link is there in the chat for your stream. Load that up now in a new tab, and then it'll just be sitting there waiting for you, and you'll be ready to go. And there should be, at this point in time, a post on my channel somewhere on the internet, pimping that out for you, so you know where to go. There's one thing I like, is telling people where to go.
Huge
Ahoy, huge ass indeed. Pause that. There's Hugh's channel. You can go there, and the video you're looking for is is that one. Stream 17. Huge ass critical thing. Stream-a-thon. That's what you're after. You're welcome. What's going on? Oh, I'm in a different window. That's what's going on. This one. OG. It's Wits It Humbly. Let's go.
Use wits, it gets it, step into the mic, bro. Talking flat earth, get ready for the hype, bro. Ace algebra in school, honors too, bro. Gravity's a lie, yeah, I'm in the zone, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Electrostatics, that's the real deal, bro. They say the earth's a globe, but that ain't right, bro. I'm the best flat earth debater, bro. Humbly, opposition ain't on my level, so, but let's not get too technical, bro. This is so funny, you're getting crushed, bro. I'm schooling you, bro. You are literally losing the debate, bro. You are so out of your league, bro. This is so funny, you're getting crushed, bro. I'm schooling you, bro. You are literally losing the debate, bro. You are so out of your league, bro. Our model, though not defined in full, bro, is superior. Your model's falsified, bro. Van de Graaff generator, electrostatics a maze, bro. May objects change weight, just a phase, bro. 100 volts per meter electric field, you know, bro. Flipped it with 400,000 volts, whoa. Small bits loaded, defying gravity like totally, bro. Next I'll rub a cat to a brick the show, bro. This is so funny, you're getting crushed, bro. I'm schooling you, bro. You are literally losing the debate, bro. You are so out of your league, bro. This is so funny, you're getting crushed, bro. I'm schooling you, bro. You are literally losing the debate, bro. You are so out of your league, bro. MC Tune and Globers, you can't deny, bro. Wits it gets, it's here to testify, bro. Most times I don't
What's up,
remember
Dana
you
Man?
exist, yo. I'm the flat earth king, you better believe it's so. Moon phases are like a magnetic cycle, bro. Center of a ferrocell, image magnets glow, bro. Charge up and down, etherically displaced, yo. Kinematic equivalence explains it all somehow, bro. It might sound tough, but let's skip details, yo. You might believe I have an amplitude for math, ho. It's all just a lot of salad in my words, yo. This is so funny, you're getting crushed, bro. I'm schooling you, bro. You are literally losing the debate, bro. You are so out of your league, bro. This is so funny, you're getting crushed, bro. I'm schooling you, bro. You are literally losing the debate, bro. You are so out of your league, bro. And what happened is they brought in Einstein to totally save the physics redefined, to flip physics all on its head, bro, to keep Earth moving around the sun, you know. And in the magnetic tourist field, I say the path of planets fits perfectly. It's so funny, you're getting crushed, bro. I'm schooling you, bro. You are literally losing the debate, bro. You are so out of your league, bro. This is so funny, you're getting crushed, bro. I'm schooling you, bro. You are literally losing the debate, bro. You are so out of your league, bro. If this debate was a rap battle, I would have totally won, bro.
There it is. A classic. A classic. Kind of, it's hard to fathom that that's like one of the first videos that CMS ever put up. Conspiracy Music Studios, ladies and gentlemen, doing the Lord's work. The applause button's broken. It worked a minute ago, and it just gives up. It's amazing. It's amazing. What if I press it now? There we go. Well deserved, and a really good dude too. And because apparently he hasn't seen through my facade, and for some reason likes me occasionally. And don't tell him I told you, but occasionally I get like a little sneaky peek of what CMS is working on, which is super cool. So yeah, in your face. I can tell. You're jealous. He wants to touch me. Pink shirt and bow tie fit now that I've seen him in his grey and his lace coat. Yes. Would have totally. Oh, what was the other? Is it the newer one? The fallacy machine. I would play fallacy machine, but I can't deal with that shirt, the black see-through shirt on which it's just gross. Ugh. Even in like AI form, it is disgusting. We've got about 13 minutes to go before we dive across and show some love to the one and only huge ass. There's only one of him, because if there was more than one, the Earth would get pulled out of his orbit and we'd all die a fiery, horrible, oxygen-free death. And we don't want that. So we'll keep the one huge ass we've got. And he's going to take over for the second to last shift of the Critical Stream-a-thon. We are on the home stretch. Hugh's going to take us around the final turn into the home straight, and then I'm going to grab the baton and I'm going to run full out towards the finish line and probably trip over and face plant in the dirt so somebody else comes screaming through to take the win. That's usually my Hugh says if there was more than one of me, I'd probably eat the other one. I love it. He's a hungry man. I'm pretty sure I'm getting sick. I'm developing a cough. Maybe it's cancer. Head cancer. Terrence and Phillip. I can't do the voice anymore. I'm too old. And I've got something going on in this region and not in the fun way. Monkey in the Works has just reposted Critical Think's GoFundMe link there in the chat. It's also pinned to the top of the chat. I don't say it's pinned in the top of the chat to lessen the impact of what Monkey in the Works has done. Thank you, Monkey in the Works. You can also scan the QR code that is right here. Give it a little tickle. Yeah. Squitchy, squitch. Little squitch. Aww. Nice little scratch. I was tickling its balls. There's laws against that, and I apologize. I should have asked for consent. Always ask for consent, people. Anyway, QR code's there. That'll take you to CT's GoFundMe page as well, where you can do something super awesome and give him all your money. Usually around these parts, we don't care about money, but this weekend, I want all of your money, all of it, every single penny you've got. I don't actually want it. I want you to give it to Critical Think. So just empty your wallet, your piggy bank, your mum or dad's life savings or superannuation fund, rob a bank if you need to, hold up a 7-Eleven or a bowling alley, whatever it takes. Get some cash. Disclaimer, YouTube and any legally inclined people, I'm not actually endorsing conspiracies to commit crimes. Please don't do that. I'm joking. I'm very clearly joking. Anyway, go rob a bank and then take all the cash that you get and throw it into CT's GoFundMe, which you can see on screen right there. Like magic. It's almost like the stream set up to be able to do that when everything's working. So you can go there and throw money at it, just like 85 did. He threw $10 at it. Jim Daniels went a little bit crazy and has the biggest donation of the entire fundraiser at $1,829. And where's Wally, another Australian legend of the debunking space, right up there with CT, Reef, and of course, Huge R's and Wolfie 6020. 500 schmackers was his first donation. So you can go and donate there, and doing so will increase the total funds raised, which is kind of the aim of a fundraiser. It's weird, but it is just crazy enough to work. And you can bump this number up even higher. I spoke about it before. I'll be speaking about it more later on tonight. There you go. Monkey in the Works. $41. You just saw it on screen. That's immortalized forevermore. Well, you all know you did it. Don't try to back out of it. You monster. Not that you would. So now we need to update. I know you threw $41 at it, but it's going to take a second to filter through here. Come on. We just hitting refresh like it ain't no thing. Refresh, 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 refresh. We just grab the link. Copy link. Go here. Paste that in. Boom. Yeah, go to site. Where I wanted to be. That's why I did the thing. There we go. I'm just lazy. I could have added that up manually, but whatever. Yes, I did say I would shit my pants on screen if we hit 40k. So if you can do that, I won't actually do it. Because I did clarify after the fact that I won't do it. If we hit 60k, I'll do whatever you want. I'd limp for pity. And I'm not above bribery at all. I held up a knife to camera on YouTube for $100 from Jack Feder. Again, not even for me. It went to Critical Thing. That takes a tally. Thank you, Monkey in the Works, for being an absolute freaking hero, to $13,078. I'm sure we can get another grand. We can squeeze some more blood out of this stone before the end of the night. Thank you, Monkey in the Works, for being a champion and throwing some cash in for CT. Greatly appreciated. And that brings me joy. You can have a round of applause for that, maybe, if the button's going to work. It's not. Let's try it again. It's going to cut itself off quickly. Nope, it's going to play the whole thing. There we go. Fantastic. 7 minutes 85. Flat Earth Dave has something for that throat. Yeah, I've got some things for Flat Earth Dave, namely choice words and a song that basically tells him to go fuck himself. Flat Earth Dave is the worst. I don't cover him on this channel because he's an easy, well, he is an easy target, so that's not true entirely. I covered Dearth because he's one of the worst examples of conspiracy theorists and flat Earth. He makes it abundantly clear, by the way he chops and changes his tune and changes his story, that he doesn't actually believe what he's saying. He's just going to say the things that he wants other people to believe that will get them to spend money on his app, or the snake oil supplements that he's selling, or to spend money in his stupid online store, or to book him to come and speak at the stupid conspiratorial club events. Or, as we watched last night, through Culture Cat's video, to sell like just absolute snake oil solutions for conditions like cancer or Parkinson's disease or other terminal illnesses. He takes advantage of vulnerable, impressionable people, leads them astray, profits on it, and then just turns his back when things don't go his way. He threw Jaron under the bus. He threw Patricia Steer, Paul and Plain under the bus. Shifty Eye Shady is basically persona non grata since he flipped back to reality from Flat Earth. He's a horrible, horrible person. I'm sure his family think the world of him, but I'm also sure they don't actually know what he does for his day job, or just how dodgy and gross that it is. You've got the link from Huge Ass in the chat to his stream. It is there. We're all going to head over there after this one to hang out with Hugh and see what he's got in store for us. Personally, I'm hoping for some sort of song and dance number with a marching band. That's my prediction. You can put your predictions in the chat. Let us know what you think you're going to see. Monkey in the Works says, the question becomes, is there any depth of depravity Dearth won't plumb? I suspect the answer is no. No, there isn't. Valcano Truther Tad, he keeps changing his name and it's messing me up. Make sure you figure out how to give this $2 to CT. I will. I'll make another donation at the end of the night and we'll include it in that. How about that, Tad? Thank you, sir, for 2 United States Freedom Bucks. And then Proby666 for 40 Australian upside down dollars, which aren't upside down here because we're the right way up and you're all wrong. Deal with it. Also, our fence is bigger than your fence. Deal with that. Proby says, oh shit, I didn't like the GoFundMe info they wanted, but forgot we could do this. Mind dying on me here. Proby, I know the feeling, and that's fine. I will, we're not even going to wait for the NASA shield check tonight. If you're making super chats and whatever else, yeah, I'll be included in whatever I donate at the end of the night. So yeah, I might even just throw them all over there instead of a percentage. What do we think? We'll talk about that when we come back from the next stream. I'm just killing time now because I want to make sure that I don't go over time for poor Hugh Jas. He's going to be waiting patiently for us over there. But I did say we were going to play I Could Be Remembering It Wrong. And we definitely are. I want to say thank you to all of you for hanging out with your old mate DP here this evening or this afternoon or this morning or tonight or tomorrow or yesterday, whenever the hell it is for you. It's all very confusing. It's been an absolute pleasure as usual. I love streaming and chatting to you lot and just being dumb and running my weird little cartoon style show here on YouTube when we live stream, because full disclosure, it's all I know how to do. But again, I want to thank you all for your support during the Critical Stream-a-thon. Thank you to all the creators like Hugh Jas, who is taking over in 3 minutes time. When we come back in a couple of hours after Hugh's done his thing and made life immeasurably harder for me by being better at this than I am, we will come back, see where we're at. We'll wrap up the Critical Stream-a-thon. I'll say thank you for a couple of hours, and then I get to sleep, which will be glorious. I was going to tell a story about how this all came about. I've already told it. The problem is the details are a little fuzzy because I'm really tired, and I'm just a little bit worried that I could be remembering it wrong. The way I remember all the stories of Admiral Byrd is he took a solo flight to the North Pole first and found the opening to Inner Earth. That's new to me. Cool story, bro. That story is the one where he sees green fields and mountains that shouldn't exist. Then 2 UFOs take control of his aircraft and land him to meet their leader or president. The second time is Operation High Jump, where he commanded a US fleet to Antarctica to the last remaining Nazis, but instead got attacked and almost destroyed by UFOs. I could be remembering it wrong.
The way I remember all of the stories of Admiral Byrd as he took a solo flight to the North Pole first and found the opening to Inner Earth. That story is the one where he sees green fields and mountains that shouldn't exist, and 2 UFOs take control of his aircraft and land him to meet their leader or president. The second time is Operation High Jump, where he commanded a US fleet to Antarctica to find the last remaining Nazis, but instead got attacked and almost destroyed by UFOs. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. Or I just want some attention. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. Or I'm pulling it out of my ass. 1958, Operation Deep Freeze 3. My dad was the guy who found the snow cruiser. He said they slept in it. They buried it for later retrieval and it was never found again. He told me he hot-rodded an M29 Weasel with a bigger engine from a Dodge Power Wagon that had fallen down a crevasse. They used it to pull sleds to a hot spring, but it took an entire day to get there and a day to get back. He said they sent a diver down in the hot spring and didn't find anything living, so it was a fun day off and they did round trips every few days. People who are in Antarctica now say there are no hot springs. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. Or I just want some attention. But I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. Or I'm talking out of my ass. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering. I could be remembering it wrong. Or I just want some attention. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering. I could be remembering it wrong. Or I'm talking out of my ass. Crazy screaming and yelling, panic, freak out. The popular small grays come from under the earth. They have always been here, all the clues are there. They prefer to operate at night. Their crafts are said to be pitch black within. Those big black or red eyes of theirs are supposedly actually a protective layer for their light-sensitive eyes. They are small in stature, meaning they can fit entire spaces and sustain themselves or less. They smell strongly of either sulfur or ammonia, which are very prevalent smells in deep caves. They are the most prevalent sightings, by far suggesting a constant presence. Their crafts are often seen coming in and out of either the sea or mountainsides. I could be remembering it wrong. I could be remembering. I could be remembering it wrong, or I'm just a nut job who wants to feel important. I'm not making it up. This is all actually true. Like my comments, validate me. I'm so lonely, so very lonely. I've never felt the touch of a woman. I need more, nothing